just like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Makarash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered the four corners of the world, preaching the word, truthfully and sincerely as well, too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is another sit-down lesson that I want to bring out through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Matthew 24, and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And I believe this is a news article recently of Saudi Arabia and Israel came to some type of peace agreement. And what that scripture says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then such destruction will come upon them. And matter of fact, I'm going to bring out that scripture since I mentioned it. 1 Thessalonians, and this is the book of this is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then such destruction come upon them as they travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape. So this is a news article right here. You know, this is from the RT.com as of October the 3rd, 2023, and it reads, Iran warns against betting on losing horse Israel. Tehran has called out the Arab world to avoid normalizing relations with the Zionist regime. And it says, right, because you have Iran versus Israel, and those tensions are increasing, while you have Iran has allies definitely over there in the Middle East, while you've been having ongoing airstrikes over there from the Israeli Defense Force firing strikes over there in those areas over there and throughout Iraq and throughout Syria as well, too, as tensions are at an all-time high between those nations. And this is from the leader of Iran, the president of Iran. It says the Iranian supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, if I pronounce his name right, has warned the Arab world against normalizing relations with Israel, predicting that the small hat state will eventually be eradicated. It says the defiance, right, that goes into that Matthew 24 and verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. It says the definite stance on the Islamic Republic is that the governments which make the gamble of normalization with the Zionist regime will lose. Khamenei said on Tuesday, according to the Iranian state media, as the Europeans said they are betting on losing horse. The Ayatollah continued to call Israel a cancer, and God willing will eradicate by the hands of the Palestinian people in resistance force through the region. It says when the White House National Security spokesperson John Kirby told reporters last week that a basic framework in place for a U.S.-broke peace deal will be between Saudi Arabia and Israel. Such as a deal will build a former U.S. President Donald Trump Abraham's Accord, where Bahrain, Morocco, Sudan, and the United Arab Emirates agrees to establish diplomatic and economics with Israel. It says Iran and Saudi Arabia are the largest geographical rivals in the Middle East. Now, a couple of, I would say earlier in the year, you know, they settled their differences over there in Yemen, because you got the Houthi rebels, which is an Iranian-backed group. They was into it with the Saudis, you know, so they came to an agreement. But you still got the Houthi rebels still being rebellious, using attacks over there against the Yemenese soldiers over there in that area, you know. But, you know, I just want to add an additional note to that. It says Iran and Saudi Arabia are the biggest geographical rivals in the Middle East, and the normalization deals between Riyadh of Saudi Arabia and the Western Jerusalem will be a major blow to Tehran. So I'm gonna go back to the book of Luke. 1 Thessalonians. It says 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then such destruction come upon them as they travail with a woman, they shall not escape. And this is Matthew 24. And then I'm going to close out. This is just a little quick lesson that I wanted to bring out from RT.com, of the news article. Matthew 24 verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, like the tensions between Iran versus Israel, and then the president of Iran warning of any Arab nation agrees with the normalization with Israel. It's not a good idea, as according to him, So those are wars and rumors of wars. Matthew 24 and verse 6. And I'm going to read it in, and I'm going to close out definitely short. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying of this recent news article from RT.com as of October the 3rd, 2023. And it reads again. It says, Iran warns against betting on losing horse Israel. It says, Tehran has called out the Arab world to avoid normalizing relations with the regime, which is from Israel, the small hatters, if you know what I mean. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Akarkadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered in the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, say shalom.